Hi everyone, welcome to this tutorial where I'm going to be showing you how to do a proper hollow body position. So before we start, I would like to just show you some of the skills where this position is being used a lot so that you can know when to use it and what it is good for. In this video you can see the position being used in a round off. Here you can see the same position at the end of a back handspring. Here you can also see it in a handstand. And here it is again in a layout. So there are a couple of things that are important to think about when you're doing a hollow body, but the most important thing I would say is to always remember to keep your lower back flat against the floor. In order to really understand how to do this, I'm gonna first ask you to stand up, and we're gonna do two different things. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna think of pulling your belly button towards your spine. The second thing you're going to do is you're going to rotate your hips underneath you, and then you're going to do both of these things at the same time. So here is one way that you can get into a proper hollow body position. So start by sitting down, round your back, and slowly lower yourself to the ground, and really think about keeping your lower back on the floor. You can also put your hands on your back to really feel when you're pushing your lower back out, and to also feel if there's no gap between your lower back and the floor. Here in this position you can stay for a little bit and also really focus on engaging the core in the right way. Once you feel comfortable in this position, you can start by extending your legs and slowly lowering them down as far as you can go while still keeping your lower back against the floor. Another thing you want to think about is that when you lay down normally on the ground and you pull your arms up, your chest will rise automatically. So you want to think about keeping your chest down and then pulling your lower back against the floor and then getting up into a hollow body position. A very common mistake that I see happening all the time is that you get this gap between your lower back and the floor. And if this happens, you want to go back to the previous step of being in this position and pulling your legs back into where you feel comfortable, and then again lowering them down to a position where you still feel your lower back being flat against the floor. Here is a quick recap of what we have just done. So here I'm showing you again how to get into the hollow body position, making sure that there's no gap between my lower back and the floor. Once I'm in the hollow body, I'm engaging my core and lower back, also keeping my shoulders off of the ground, squeezing my legs together, pointing my toes, and keeping my head in between my arms. Here are some great exercises to get a really strong hollow body hold. Before ending this video, I also want to quickly go through the hollow body position in a handstand, because in a handstand it's very important to keep that straight line going through your hands, your shoulders, your hips, all the way to your toes. Here is an example of a handstand without the hollow body, where you can see I'm arching quite a bit and also really breaking that straight line. Here I am doing a proper hollow body, and in this position I'm engaging my glutes, core, and lower back. One way to practice this position in a handstand is to have someone either hold your legs or do a handstand against a wall, and try to get from an arch position into a hollow body. So that is it for my video on how to do a proper hollow body position. If you have any questions and you feel like something is still unclear to you, feel free to write in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!